100% people I respect and people that I love and want to hear their advice, but just to know people are there and just to know that people are feeling the same way that I feel makes me feel less alone. So what's your advice for someone who's afraid to talk about mental health? Like, where would you tell people to reach out? I know you work with crisis text line 741-741, and I know someone will respond. So is that something that you would say to reach out to, or like, how do you talk about mental health?
So recently I went to one of the best mental hospitals in the world, but definitely in America, McLean's Hospital, and I discussed that after years of going through a lot of different things, I realized that I was bipolar. And so when I go to know more information, it actually helps me. It doesn't scare me once I know it. And I think people get scared of that, right? They're like, oh, and I've seen it, and I've seen some of it even in my own family where I'm like, what's going on? Where it's just, I'm from Texas, it's not known to like talk about your mental health, or you gotta seem cool, and then I see anger built up in children, teenagers, or whatever, young adults, because they are wanting that so badly. And so I just feel like when I finally said what I was gonna say, I wanted to know everything about it, and it took the fear away. It was like when when I was younger, I was scared of thunderstorms, and my mom bought me all these different books on thunderstorms. So she's like, the more that you educate yourself on this, the more that you're not going to be afraid. And it completely worked. And that's kind of something that helps me big time.
That's really good advice. I really like that about buying the books about thunderstorms, because when you do understand something, you don't think, hey, this is just happening to me. Because when something is happening to you, then you can't kind of find some sense of, maybe tools that you can use, and it'll give you a sense of like, there's things that I can do, like therapy, that can make me understand. I was actually talking about parts of my personality that if I let them control me, they can become negative, but if I learn how to kind of use them for good, like I have, OCD, like I'm pretty obsessive at a time when I was younger. It used to really drive me, kind of, it made me feel like I was just too different. I didn't really understand it, and I used to like alphabetize things. Like I would throw these total fits if I couldn't alphabetize things and all these different things. But now it's been able to help me to kind of learn about it and be able to use it for good, and use it for doing things like this and staying organized, but then also just be able to understand it more. And so it's just really important to understand something that you're relating with, or just doing research, and it's a really good tool. So what I wanted to ask you were, besides obviously like your therapist, what are some reliable sources that are like really close to you in your life? Like crisis text hotline, or what are some organizations that you support that you would encourage people to look into?
So I recently, along with we were selling some stuff, is that we were donating to the Recording Academy. I had Justin Tranter, who is one of my writers that I work with all the time, and I love him so much. He sent a mass text to people saying this is definitely going to affect our music community, and music makes, as you know, music makes you feel, makes you happy, it makes you explore different things. And so, the Music Cares is like a part of that as well. So I've donated to both of them because that's also a side of my people. So I'm doing I'm trying to do hospitals, and then I'm going to be working with Music Cares, and then I'm not going to stop, because I feel, and I talk to my team daily. I'm like, where's the holes here? Where's the things that I can be placed to help in any way possible? So, there's a couple of other things, but
I love Music Cares. We actually were talking about Music Cares and the struggles that independent artists will have with concerts being canceled and venues. And I love what Live Nation is doing with Crew Nation, taking care of all the crews. So people are really stepping up in our community, which makes me really happy and proud to be a part of it.
Yes.
Before we go, I wanted to talk about this tool that I have that's called Feel Great Anywhere, Anytime, and it's from my therapist, Dr. Amen. And it's about anchoring yourself. So in times where like anxiety anxiety. Okay, so this is the one thing I wanted to ask you. So it's about anchoring yourself. You know, anxiety can really make us kind of feel, you know, that floating feeling where you feel like there's no weight in your feet or your hands, and so you really have to like find the gravity and let it like just anchor you. So Dr. Amen has this trick, feel great anywhere, anytime, you anchor yourself to a memory. So even if you're traveling and you have a suitcase, and I was saying that, you know, when I see, you know, like in my suitcase, if I had a yellow sweatshirt, it would remind me of bananas. And one time, me and my brother decided we didn't like the way that my parents were running the house, so we were gonna live inside our dollhouse, my dollhouse that I had outside. But we only took bananas, and by like the second hour, we were so over the bananas that we were like sneaking over to our grandma's house and getting like all her little sweet treats and Chex Mix and all these things. So it reminds me of, the yellow reminds me of bananas, which reminds me of my brother, and then it reminds me of my childhood and how fortunate I was to have a playmate, because some people don't have brothers and sisters that you can play with, and so I was just so lucky to have that. So that anchors me. What's like a memory in your life or something around you that reminds you, or what's a memory in your life that you like to think about in times where you feel that floaty feeling? It's a really beautiful memory.
Probably when my sister was born, because I was an only child growing up, so I didn't have, my sister's 6, so big age difference. But when she came into my life, I remember having the chest to chest moment.
Yeah.
And so when I think of that moment, you know, and it's working, it's working right now, where I just, that nothing else mattered in that time, and this beautiful life just came in, and I just was overwhelmed. And I think what makes me think of that is like baby smell, you know, like something that's really, really sweet. And it brings me back to life. You know, it's a life, and it's a part of me in a weird way. So I feel like
your little sister is 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so my little sister just turned 20. It'll change. It'll change. Right now, I go between being like the coolest person in the world in her life to like she doesn't know me.
Yeah, right.
So that'll happen. She won't know you at a period of her life. Someone's gonna say like, "Oh, your sister Selena's cool." And she goes, "Who's that? I don't know her."
Exactly. Oh no, you're so
yeah, she'll
right.
not know you for a couple of years. That's what happens every now and then. Or like, you know, I'll run into, now Noah kind of goes out, so if I like run into her out and you wave and she's like, "I don't know her." She doesn't quite, I don't know me yet, but like it's on the way, it's creeping in, but it'll then come back around.
I think so.
Yeah, it comes back around. Me and my little sister, Noah's 20 and I'm 27, and so I give it a couple of years and I think I'll be really cool again.
Yeah, I'm still in the cool zone.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to have you on the show and happy to reconnect with you, and send me butterflies anytime.
Yes,
when
same.
this is moved on and we can connect, we'll just hug.
Would love that. Thank you, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thanks, Selena. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, my dog is like banging on the door. Hold on. Come here! Come here, puppy! What are you doing? Oh. No. Come here! Mommy, come here! She's definitely gonna steal, borrow crew from my show.
Oh my gosh.
Like, your crew is like family. You know, I'm trying to train my, I'll show you, I got this dog. This is my crew. Hold on. Oh, this is my crew.
Oh wow, who's that?
I'm trying to train him to give me 5-minute warnings. Oh man.
That's my dog. This is Gary.
This is Bo, short for Rainbow. You know, you had to be in the show aesthetic to be a regular.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Jimmy and Gary, it makes sense.
Yeah, Gary was on our show actually, and she played a male political pundit, and so I would have a debate with her as a puppy, and whoever got the most applause won the debate. And clearly.
Well, we were talking about like things you can do to kind of make time that feels like it can tick slowly in times like this go a little faster. So having a political debate with your dog is a great idea, and you're always going to win. That's the greatest thing about dogs.
How was your show today? How was Elton?
My show was so good, and Elton is just so brilliant in the work that he does with the Elton John AIDS Foundation, and just donating at this time because, you know, obviously he wants to make sure everyone's still being treated, and the hospitals are so, you know, kind of full right now that he wants to make sure that everyone's still getting the medical attention that they need. And he's just seriously the best. I had a pretty good lineup today, Jimmy.
You really did, by the way. You had a great one. I'm a little jealous of your booking. Gary, come on.
I should start booking your gigs. I'm pretty good at it. No one can say no to one of my DMs. And listen, this is how you have to book people. You got to book through DMs because it says seen. And then once it says seen, if they don't respond, I just bombard them with emojis. And
you go, dude, I know you saw it. I know you saw the request. You have to do it.
It's way better than a publicist. People love to say no to publicists, but they won't say no to a DM. You know, the reason why I was so, I really wanted to have you on my show and to kind of, close this week, because I'm going to take a week off just to kind of, process everything that's happening, because it's just a lot emotionally, and I just want to check in with my grandma and FaceTime her a lot. And when you love something, it kind of becomes your world. And Bright Minded has just become my entire world. But I just wanted to thank you so much for being so awesome anytime I'm on your show. You taught me everything that I know. And you know what? Seriously though, I'm never scared or anxious or shaky before I do your show, because I know that I'm going to be taken care of. I know that we're going to be talking about things that are just loving and supportive, and it makes it fun. Especially if you're doing promo and press tours, you can kind of talk about the same shit, and doing Google translating where we sing "I love your cadaver" just makes it so much fun. And then singing Bodak Yellow with you and having a karaoke competition, it just makes it so much fun. And if I ever do steal your job, which I plan on it, I'll make sure that I keep all those traditions.
I gotta be honest, I was be careful what you wish for, and I was watching your show and I go, wow, she's fantastic at this.
Well, I absolutely love it. And we can only really do, I'm actually setting up one other thing. You got the crew, I don't have a crew. I'm running sound, I'm running lighting, I'm on all of this right now.
I love you doing all of this.
Well, before we go, I wanted to show you, I do have a theme song, which I feel like you need a theme song. I mean, I know you kind of got the intro, but I'm going to write a Jimmy Fallon theme song soon.
I love it.
But I'm going to play you the song that I've been working on, and this is how we'll close. And then I'm doing your show.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I love it. Hold on, here we go. I'm just going to play you a little something. I got Diplo to remix the Bright Minded theme song.
No.
Now it's going just totally next level.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh no, I'm not allowed. If you want to be Bright-Minded, just Instagram. Tune in live with Miley on my Instagram show. On the Instagram. Tune in live with Miley on the Instagram show. If you want to be Bright-Minded, there's just a place to go. Tune in live with Miley on my Instagram show.
Oh! Oh my gosh, Diplo!
My theme song, I got it all. Thank you for closing the Bright Minded with me, Jimmy. You are the best.
You are the absolute best. Thank you for doing this on behalf of everyone, all the millions of people that watched you do this whole week. You made us feel so good.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. I'll see you on the show. I'll see you.